And there we have the answer to the third question. Simple, right? Ahsan? Nothing complicated there, right? It begins with our classical Jumlatul Fi'liya, that we have jar and majroor. We have a harfu jar and we have ismul majroor, or the noun that becomes majroor from min. Min al binti. Okay? Right, everybody happy with number 3?
No, number 3.
To move on, therefore, number 4. Number 4 is
Hal.
hal.
Qatala. Nasu. Al-hayya.
Number 4. Hal qatala الناس الحية. Right. Hal. Whenever we see hal, what does it have the meaning of?
What?
Or, well, not really what, but did.
The question is between na'am or la.
Yes. So did.
Oh, did.
Did. Qatala. What does qatala mean?
He killed.
He killed. Okay, fi'lul madi, past tense verb. Hal qatala, right, whenever we have a fi'lun, ya Abdul Hamid, what's going to follow?
The doer.
The doer, good. And the doer is always? That's because I'm going to put it on.
No, nasu.
An-nasu, hal qatala an-nasu al-hayya. So then Abdul Hamid, what goes on the ta marbuta?
It's going to be a fatha.
Why? Good.
It starts with al.
Not because it starts with al.
It's the...
Yeah, I know you got it.
yeah, no, I said it before, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the object.
Good, mashallah, it's the object. Fi'lun, fa'ilun, maf'ulun bihi, the object. Right, Ahsan? Hal qatala nasu al-hayya ta. So what does the question mean?
No.
Did the people kill the snake?
Did the people kill the snake? Did the people kill the snake? So the answer to that question is,
No.
right, whenever you have a question that begins with hal, your response is always going to begin with either na'am or la. Either na'am or la. That's what it's going to begin with. Did.
Did. Oh.
Na'am or la. Right? Na'am means
Yes.
yes, la means no. Right. So what is the answer therefore?
Na'am, the people did kill the snake.
Right. Na'am. Na'am. Right? That's the correct answer, na'am. But we're going to answer in a complete sentence. So we say na'am, and then I'm going to put a comma in, but of course there's no punctuation in Arabic. Na'am, and then how are we going to answer this question? Yes?
The people killed the snake.
Right.
So
It's exactly the same, isn't it? Na'am, qatala an-nasu al-hayya ta. Na'am qatala an-nasu al-hayyata. So we're using the question to answer it. Or we're using the words of the question to answer it, right, Ahsan? Na'am qatala nasu al-hayyata. Fi'lun, fa'ilun, maf'ulun bihi. Okay, that one was easy, right? Okay, the next question. There they become a bit more interesting. The first one in section Ba, right?
ماذا
ماذا قرر الغراب أن يفعل قبل أن يتكلم مع الثعلب؟ Right. ماذا قرر الغراب أن يفعل قبل أن يتكلم مع الثعلب. Right. ماذا قرر الغراب أن يفعل قبل أن يتكلم مع الثعلب? That's the question. So what does it mean? Well, let's break it down. Okay? It's actually a very good question. It's well formed, is this question. It's formed in a way that you need to master because you need to speak like this. This is why these stories are so useful, because they teach you how to construct sentences, and sentences is what you use in order to speak, right? So mother means Abdul Hamid.
This?
No.
What?
What?
What? Yeah.
Okay. Mother means what? Right. What does qarrara mean? We've done qarrara. فعل ماضي past tense verb meaning قرر.
Decided.
He decided. He decided. Okay, so what is a fi'l al-madi past tense verb? So what are we going to look for next, Abdul Hamid? The doer, and the doer is? Good, but which one is it here?
Al-Ghurabu.
Good, al-ghurabu. So what did al-ghurabu qarrara decide? Right? An yaf'ala. An yaf'ala. An yaf'ala. What does an mean?
It's connected.
So it connects. It connects two verbs together. Okay? Qarara, decide, and to yaf'ala, he does.
Oh, he did. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Right? Yeah, remember we spoke about this. And also we need to understand that an is from amongst those types of words in Arabic that make the present tense mansubun. Remember, in our last lesson, we looked at what type of harfun, what type of word makes the fi'lul mudari, the present tense verb, mansubun. We looked at one, li, remember? Li. And this is another example. Okay? So what we have here is, we have qarrara, he decided. Okay?
Yeah.
So we want to say, he decided to do. Like we say that frequently, right?
Yeah,
he decided to do.
Yeah.
Qarartu, I decided. So how do we phrase that? He decided to do. Qarara, he decided. To, and this is where we have an. Not a very good an, but right? Qarara an. Okay? Now, if we put a barrier up again to indicate that there's a separation. Right, he does is yaf alu. Yaf'alu is he does. It's from fa'ala, he did.
Yeah.
Present tense, he does. Yaf'alu.
يفعل.
How do we say I do?
فعل.
I do. Af'alu.
أفعل.
You do.
أفعل.
Taf'alu. He does.
يفعل.
Yaf'alu. We do.
نفعل.
Naf'alu. Right? Remember, this is the present tense. With the present tense, you change the beginning.
Beginning. Yeah.
Right? So, yaf'alu means he does. And remember that the normal state of a fi'l al-mudari
المرفوع.
is that it's marfu'un. Yaf'alu, yaktubu, he's writing. Okay?
يشرب.
Yashribu, he's drinking. Yakulu, he is eating. Okay? Yadrusu, he is studying. Ends with the u. Okay? So ordinarily it's yaf'alu. But an is from amongst those what we call adatun nasbi. It's from amongst the means of making a fi'l al-mudari mansubun.
يفعل.
So it changes from an yaf'alu to an
يفعل.
yaf'ala. Okay, Abdul Hamid. So we've changed it, right? It was yaf'alu, and we've changed it to yaf'ala. Qarara, he decided, and to yaf'ala. Okay? It's important to remember that. You see it frequently throughout Al-Quran because an is used to connect two verbs. That's why when you say, I want to go, I want to go. Uridu an adhaba. Adhaba. That's what you say. I want to go. Like I want to go to the market. Uridu an adhaba ila suqi. Okay? Now, the other point to note about an and its effect upon al-mudari is, and how that's shown, here it's a fatha. Okay? But what happens if, put a barrier up again to indicate there's a separation. What if it's Aulani? Aulani. I knew that, didn't Aulani. Right, what does Aulani mean?
They.
Aulani. The ani. Remember the ani sound?
Yeah.
What does it mean, Ahsan?
The jewels.
The dual.
Dual.
Remember the ani sound is the dual sound.
Jewels.
Right? So, an yaf'alani, them two male are doing. Yaf'alani. Okay? So, remember we said that yaf'alani, what state is yaf'alani in?
Majrur.
That's what you said last time, right? Right, who thinks it's a majrurun?
Mansur.
Because there's a kasra on the end, isn't there?
Yeah.
So who thinks it's a majrurun? Someone just said it's a majrurun.
So it's me.
You still think it's a majrurun? That I would write a verb, present tense on the board and it would just be majrurun. Shabazz, have you retracted that?
Yeah, but I don't know why I retracted it.
Right. So what state do you think it's in?
Because don't forget that. We're just talking about that word.
Yaf'alani. Right, you think it's mansoob. What do you think, Ahsan?
Same.
You think it? Why do you think it's mansoob?
Because the actual word was yaf'alu, so
No. Remember, yaf'alu means he's doing, singular, male. Yaf'alani means them two are doing. So it's not that something else was the original. This is the original word. Yaf'alani, them two are doing. What state is yaf'alu in?
Marfu.
Marfu'un. So why would yaf'alani be in any other state other than
Marfu.
marfu'un? It is. That's marfu'un. Yaf'alani is marfu'un. But the indicator of it being marfu'un is the alif.
No, yeah, we did that about 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Okay.
Was it يفعلون actually?
Yaf'alun is the plural. We're going to get onto that. So that's the normal state. Yaf'alani.
No.
But when you have an before it,
You have to make it.
how then do you represent the mansubun state? Right, put the barrier up again.
Take the alif off.
Actually, it's correct to say that the thabut and noon, you know, the noon here, the alif and the noon make it marfu'un. Okay, they make it marfu'un. That's how we know it. Okay, now, so it's not the kasra on the end.
No.
It's not that. The dual noun, rather the dual verb is a bit different. So, it's not the kasra. So if we have an before yaf'alani, it becomes, you drop the noon. Yaf'ala, it becomes yaf'ala. Hadfun noon it's called. By removing the noon, it becomes mansubun. Okay? So yaf'alu becomes yaf'ala, and yaf'alani becomes yaf'ala.
The lesson that we did that, what was it titled, that lesson? Because I need to go back to it.
It was just in what we did it in the course of one of these lessons.
Did you make it into a short video?
Yes.
What's the title of that video?
It's the li. I'm sure it's the li, or the li before the present tense verb. Right? I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Right. So we did yaf'alu. Okay, we started with yaf'alu becomes
Yaf'ala.
Abdul Hamid.
You said it, يفعل.
Yaf'ala. Yaf'alani becomes
Yaf'ala.
Yaf'ala, which only leaves one more, which is
Yaf'aluna.
Yaf'aluna. What does Yaf'aluna mean? Yaf'aluna. Yaf'aluna. What does Yaf'aluna mean? They, plural male. So we did singular male first, yaf'alu, then dual male, yaf'alani, then three or more. This is what you were talking about, right, Hassan? Yaf'aluna. So if we have an before yaf'aluna, then how do we represent the mansubun state? Take a guess.
Yaf'ala.
Hadf noon, you remove the noon, and it becomes qarara an yaf'alu. Like in the ayah that we always mention at the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah said, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَنْ تَفْعَلُوا فَاتَّقُوا النَّارِ. Those taf'alu should really be taf'aluna, you plural male. But when you have lan before it, or lam, then you drop the noon. So it changes from taf'aluna to taf'alu. That's why the ayah is فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا, not فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُونَ. You drop the noon like we did here. Abdul Hamid, you understand? Alhamdulillah. That's important, this point, because it's used frequently and it's used to connect verbs. Right, is that clear? That's why here, right, it says al-ghurabu an yaf'ala. ماذا قرر الغراب أن يفعل? What does that first bit mean therefore? Abdul Hamid. ماذا قرر الغراب أن يفعل?
What did Al-Ghurab decide to do?
Good, alhamdulillah. What did al-ghurabu decide to do? Qabla. Qabla means before. And yatakallama. Note that the meme has a fatha on it. Abdul Hamid, why does the meme have a fatha on it?
Where is it?
Here.
Because he's gonna be the... No, it's the object.
No. It's a verb.
Sorry, yes.
No, look what's before it.
And.
And what does an do to a present tense verb?
I'm just guessing here. Puts a fatha at the end.
It makes it a mansubun. We just did it.
Yeah.
We just did it. Right? It should be yatakallamu. He speaks. Right? Atakallamu, I speak. Tatakallamu, you speak. Yatakallamu, he speaks. But we have an before it, so it becomes an yatakallama. An yatakallama. Right. Then we have ma'a. What does ma'a mean? Ma'a, with. Good. And we always refer to ma'a, well, it's frequently referred to as a harful jar, but ma'a isn't a harful jar. Ma'a is a dharf, either dharful makan or dharf al-zaman, depending upon the context. But it's usually grouped together with haruful jar because it has the same effect, right? Ma'a, with a tha'lab. And why is it a tha'labi and not a tha'labu or a tha'laba? Because ma'a has the same effect as a harful jar. It makes it majrurun because it's an idafa. Ma'a a tha'labi. So what does a complete sentence mean, Abdul Hamid? No, you did it up to that.
Yeah.
That's just the last bit. You can do it.
I'll just try the last bit then.
No, you've already done the first bit.
So what did Al-Ghurab decide to do before?
Good. Before an yatakallama.
Hold on.
Remember we said yatakallama, he speaks.
Yeah.
قبل أن يتكلم مع ثعلبي.
With that.
No, I lost, yeah.
Before he speaks
With
مع
With
with a ثعلبي.
fox.
the fox.
The fox.